Hello guys, so this is my Captain Underpants, Super Diaper Baby, and Dogman collection, and also Cat Kid Comic Club, just if you're wondering. I'm gonna start with Captain Underpants right here. Captain Underpants and the Wrath of the Wicked Wedgie Woman, not in full color. This one I found out that I had a few days ago, but yeah. A few weeks ago. And Captain Underpants and the Invasion of the Curly Naughty Cafeteria Ladies from Outer Space and the subsequent assault of the evil lunchroom zombie nerds. Tons of fun, lots of laughs, flip-o-rama. That one was a good book. I give it like a 7 out of 10. But now the full color ones. The Adventures of Captain Underpants. I know that it's the 25th and a half anniversary edition, but I count it as the first one because it shows the first one. Oh, and also here's the Dogman comic that it says. Yeah. Okay, Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilets in full color. Captain Underpants and the Invasion of the Curly Naughty Cafeteria Ladies from Outer Space and the subsequent assault of the equally evil lunchroom zombie nerds. Now, this one was my favorite part where it told me to shake the book and say kabloosh as loud as I can. Yeah, that was my favorite part of the book. Oh, I gotta settle these down over here. Captain Underpants and the Perilous Plot of Professor Poopy Pants. Yeah, Professor Poopy Pants. Yeah, he's a good villain. But not that good of a villain. I mean, he did shrunk the school just to change people's names all around the world. And that's pretty evil, but not evil enough. Captain Underpants and the Wrath of the Wicked Wedgie Woman. I don't see Wedgie Woman give anybody enough wedgies. Like, I only saw 10 people, I only saw her give 10 people wedgies, or maybe 12. The Adventures of Super Diaper Baby. Now, this is a book that I actually like. Now, this is a spin-off that I actually like, because it has Poop as a villain. That's my favorite flip-o-rama right there. Captain Underpants and the Big Bad Battle of the Bionic Booger Boy, Part 1, The Night of the Nasty Nostril Nuggets. Now, I gotta say, Melvin, how he turned evil, is pretty weird, of, a guy throwing tissues at him because he's made of boogers. And also, I think because he was made of boogers, that made him dumber. Yeah, that's just a theory. It's a theory of mine. Captain Underpants and the Big Bad Battle of the Bionic Booger Boy Part 2, The Revenge of the Ridiculous Robo-Boogers. I like this book, but it's sad because the Ridiculous Robo-Boogers didn't get enough time in the book. Because they got shot into space by Sulu, the bionic hamster from the last book. And also, I gotta agree with Harold. The pterodactyl is pretty cute. Hold on, let me go to the part where there's crackers. Isn't it cute? Okay, so, yeah. And that's why I liked how Melvin got superpowers and then lied to the news lady. Captain Underpants and the Preposterous Plight of the Purple Potty People. This was the first Captain Underpants book I ever read. And I gotta say, I was confused at parts because I didn't know who these guys were. I know who this guy was. Maybe this guy. Yeah, this guy. But I didn't know who these were, or I think I knew who this guy was. Anyways, though, and also I liked the Spank and Flip-O-Rama back then. But now it's just gotten old. Super Diaper Baby 2, The Invasion of the Potty Snatchers. This was the first book Petey was actually introduced in. And also, this is probably my favorite book in the whole entire world. Because of Britt Van Tinkle. Captain Underpants and the Terrifying Return of Tippy Tinkle Trousers. I know that this book is like 300 pages, but I read this book in 2 days. Or a day. So, yeah. Captain Underpants and the Revolting Revenge of the Radioactive Robo-Boxers. This was a pretty good book. I mean, this was a pretty good book. Because it showed the universe before it existed, and then the big kabloosh theory, and also, this was the funniest part. Okay. That's my mom. Captain Underpants and the Tyrannical Retaliation of the Turbo Toilet 2000. Mama, why don't you bring the bananas over here then? I gotta say, I liked the Turbo Toilet 2000, Captain Underpants, and the Attack of the Talking Toilets. But he has a better design in this book. And also, it has Super Diaper Baby 2 and 1/2. Also kind of like in this book. And also special appearance by Dogman. Oh yeah, here it is. And also George and Harold make their own clones in this book. Accident. Captain Underpants and that sensational saga Sir Stinks a lot. I mean, now that I read this book like a few weeks ago, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good finale. I mean, the Dogman book is weird. It looks like anime, but still, I like seeing adult George and Harold. No, for the Dogman books. I know I don't have these Dogman books in order, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Dogman from Whom the Ball Rolls. Dogman the Scarlet Shredder. And yes, I do have Dogman Big Jimmy Gant. It's right there. Just if you're wondering. Dogman Lord of the Fleas. This one, I like how they show a new villain. I like that. Oh, I need the Khaki Comic Club book. Khaki Comic Club collaborations. I do have the original Khaki Comic Club. It's in my dining room, but I'm gonna have to go get it if you guys want me to get it. Dogman Wuthering Heights. I just don't like the heartwarming stuff anymore. I mean, what? I mean, I like the funny parts of this book. How, like, Chief is buff in his imaginations. Gee. Dogman Fetch 22. I like this book because of Barky McTreeface. They even have his own song for him. Do you want me to sing it? No or yes? I'll see if you want me to sing it. You know what? I'm just gonna sing it anyway. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Barky McTreeface was an evil, rotten bloke. Stop that! He was rough and mean, and his face was green with 2 arms made out of gold. Cut that out! Barky McTreeface was so nasty, rude, and tough. That's enough! He was bad, it's true, but the tadpoles knew how he came to life and stuff. There must have been enchantment in those tadpoles from the swamp. For when they zapped him with their brains, he began to roar and stomp. Bump down to the city, causing cataclysmic crime. Punching here and there, smashing everywhere. Now it's flip-o-rama time. Flippity flip flip slappity slap. Look at Barky punch. Flippity flip flip. Kickity kick, he'll eat ya up for lunch. Yeah, that was a pretty nice song. I like how George and Harold talk about not wanting to grow up. I mean, I don't want to grow up either. Dogman Big Jim Begins. I told you that I had it. Yeah. Dogman, 20,000 Fleas Under the Sea. I like the comeback of the fleas here in this book because, I mean, dropping pies on top of people and that dog just eating the mini prison. Dogman Brawl of the Wilds. Captain Underpants Double Crunchy Book of Fun. Yes, I accidentally put it in the Dogman pile, so you don't have to blame me. Anyway, so there's like 2 make-your-own comic things in there. I'm gonna read it, okay? Just in case if you want me. Just in case if you want me to. Okay, I'm gonna read the first one. Once upon a time, George, Harold, and their friend Hulen were busy studying about the wonders of toilets. Just ignore this part. When their new science teacher, Mr. Puka, accidentally spilled some alive gross juice / toxic waste on a pile of toxic poo. Suddenly, the pile began to morph into a giant evil caca. Help! Cried Duke. A giant evil caca just stepped on my lunchbox and ate up Mr. D. Oh no, cried Mr. Krupp. The poor lunchbox. George, Harold, and Hulen tried to escape by hiding behind a trash bin. Then Hulen snapped his fingers. Soon a good grin came across Mr. Krupp's face as he dropped his pea-covered shirt and ran to his office. Hold on, my finger, I swear. So soon, Captain Underpants smashed through the wall. He grabbed a huge toilet and hit the monster on its head. Ouchies! Screamed the monster. It turned and kicked Captain Underpants on his underwear. Hulen quickly mixed up a bottle of milk with a jar of toxic super pea. Hey, Hulen said George. Where'd you find that jar of crazy stuff? It was right here next to this barrel of toxic super caca, said Hulen. Oh, said Harold, that makes sense. Hulen shook up the strange mixture and threw it at the monster, and the monster screamed as it fell over and died of a massive butt attack. That makes sense too, said George. Unfortunately, some of the mixture splashed on Captain Underpants' head, and he turned back into Mr. Krupp. Holy volcano zebra! Shouted Mr. Krupp. I'll bet that George, Harold, and Hulen are responsible for this mess. So he punished the 3 kids by making them not go potty in the class for 12 hours. This has got to be the dumbest store we've ever been in, said Harold. said George. Don't blame me, said Harold, who Latin wrote it. And what's the other one? Oh, there it is. This is George, Beard, Harold Hutchins, and Helen Rodriguez. George is the one on the left with the tie and a flat top. Harold is the one on the right with the t-shirt and the bad haircut. Helen is the one in the middle with the red shirt and the anger problem. Remember that now. I just do. One day, George, Harold, and Helen were at school when suddenly an evil, disgusting villain stinked through the door and roared like a ferocious ant. My name is Commander Stinky Tub Fart, said the villain, and I've come to destroy all the clean things in the world. Commander Stinky Tub grabbed a couch and started hitting Mr. D on the head with it. Oh no, cried Olen, that villain's going to hurt the poor couch. We've got to stop that monster, cried George. He reached into his pocket and grabbed a stinky car and threw it at the villain. Harold found a truck in his shirt, so he threw that too. Finally, Helen reached into his shoe, pulled out a colorful house, and threw that as well. But nothing seemed to stop the stinky tub commander, Stinky Tub. This was good. This looks like a job for Captain Underpants, shouted Helen. Suddenly, Captain Underpants smashed into the school. Hi, said Captain Underpants. How's your good lion butt today? That doesn't make any sense, said Harold. Who cares, said Helen. We've got to stop that villain. So Captain Underpants grabbed the baseball bat and hit Commander Stinky Tub over the head repeatedly. Here comes the Batman. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this phone down somehow. Wait, actually, maybe I could do it. I said, bring it over here. Okay. I'll do. And that's all of it. Dogman Crime and Punishment. This one I actually like because of Munchie. The lunch bag. And I wanted to make a comeback. The original Dogman. I like the animation in this book, expecting that it was the first Dogman book. And Dogman Unleashed. And that's all of my Dogman Cat Kid Comic Club and Captain Underpants collection. I will get the other Cat Kid Comic Club book soon in the dining room, okay? And if you're asking why is there chewing sounds, it's because I made in some bananas.
No, it's not. But you know who is? The No David guy.
So, bye.